What's going on, y'all? Unmanageable Negroes, man.
What up?
Podcast number 11.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
y'all for tuning in, man. Alton Walker Show right here. Make sure y'all follow.
Comedian Marvin Hunter, a.k.a. the Grumpy Uncle. Holla at your boy.
Wellington Ojuku, we in the building.
Yes, sir. We out here, man. This is that Nas Lauren Hill, who y'all say is the best rapper, female rapper of all time.
And I stand by that.
I doubt it.
And
Can't say that with one record, and I will leave that alone.
It is about quantity. I'm sorry.
It's definitely about quantity. No, stay there.
I meant to say quality over quantity every
Stay
time.
there. It's
Quality
about
over quantity. Her one album is better than a lot of people's whole discography.
Yeah, whatever. I don't just think that you can say she the greatest with one album.
Nah,
Sorry, Lauren.
Some garbage out there, man.
I mean, it's some garbage now. I mean, your favorite artist, Cardi B, right now.
Nah, see.
Hey.
See, don't you blaspheme like that. Don't you?
Did you say your favorite female artist was?
I ain't never said no shit like that.
You said female comedian
was Cardi B.
Like you want to say
But
something bad.
it's almost like she is a comedian.
Tip of your tongue.
It seems like she a comedian. Rapping.
A lyrical comedian. I can see that.
She killing the game, man.
Talomotusa, yigamatada,
Hey,
chicamato,
hey.
chicanerosa, regagagosa,
Hey.
lo siento, lo siento, lo siento.
She be having
Jug
tired
myself.
tongue, ain't she?
I'm jug myself in the
Do things
face.
but the D, it the want to.
Man,
It the wet bot.
got folk out here talking about some blood issue. You got folk out here,
Blood
yeah. Folk out here, city trend don't say no blood issue.
But I
You got
like,
regular folk out here talking about.
I like Cardi. Sometimes she does sound like a bad alternator.
Sometimes.
Okay.
I can't even do that, Joe. She got the whole world
She,
doing
man,
that,
she,
Joe.
she pretty much don't shy away from. She don't write all her shit.
That's the crazy thing.
We just in the era the way
That we
they don't care.
accepted
We
that the
accept
fact
it.
that she don't write her lyrics.
It ain't we accept it. It's the people who love her that accept it.
What can you do?
When
She admitted
people-
to it and everything.
When people like you, it don't matter.
That's crazy though.
It don't matter because now guess what? It isn't the radio that's forcing it on it. People get to choose who they like.
That's crazy though, because they're like comedians who out there admitting they steal jokes, and folks just
You
they
got
still
that.
rock with them. We it's
Well-
a different shit. Ain't no boundaries.
Well, I won't say stealing jokes, but
Motherfucker
Right
say they
for 'em.
steal a joke.
Yeah, how did we go from
Motherfuckers say
writing
they
your own
steal
material to stealing jokes?
because she ain't stealing.
It's starting to get personal.
Hey man.
But people are
Nobody
stealing jokes. But
Hey,
the
stealing-
fact that she can
We was
be,
just talking about writing.
but I mean the fact that
Stealing
in the
jokes.
'90s that could have never happened.
Could never happen.
You could never come out and say, "Oh yeah, somebody else," even though they probably was doing it. You could never say that you didn't write your own lyrics.
Well, check this out. While we on the subject, how y'all feel about Aries Spears bringing up the whole Kevin Hart
I didn't see
not
the video,
writing
but
his own material
Yeah.
again
He
on
brought it up.
Comedy Hype?
oh, so he brought it up again.
I don't know if he brought it up, but he answered the question. I personally would have shied away from it and said next question. But he answered the question again. It was like, will there be an asterisk by Kevin Hart's name because he's not writing?
Richard
not the
Pryor didn't
original-
write his own
Richard
joke.
Pryor didn't write his jokes.
Well, the thing is, who I don't know where it was said, who's quoted saying this. Somebody said Paul Mooney said all he wrote was the sketches for Richard Pryor. Yo, I'm sorry. What's his name? Aries said that Paul Mooney said the only thing he wrote was the sketches. He didn't write his actual stand-up material.
But I'm pretty
That's
sure he
what
was in
Aries
the
had.
writing room.
Yeah, they had input. How did it sound? What changed that word to this? To me, you ain't writing it when you folks do that. But folks say, they want to write in credit when they just, hey man, changed it for the to a or some stupid shit.
Right.
If you're in the writing room, yeah. I mean, everybody I've known had. I'm pretty sure Eddie Murphy, all of them had somebody in the writing room.
First of all, when somebody do their first hour special on TV, that's a culmination of their whole career, and they condense that into an hour. That next year when they come out with something new, how the hell you expect them to write all that shit and being tested? See, you gotta have writers. They all got writers.
Said it again. Naeem, I think I didn't see what Naeem responded to.
Naeem responded to it and was just simply saying, the big guys are not worried about whether Kev wrote. Like Chris Rock ain't worried about it.
Because they have writers.
Somebody-
Basically shitting on Aries, say he one of the big
what's
guys.
his name? Dave ain't worried. No, he was simply saying you a big dude. Why you worrying about Kev? Because he got a
Unless
hot
Aries
spot
ain't
right
big
now.
no more. I mean, Aries really ain't big no more like he. I think he could have been, but his mouth, man, his mouth got him into.
Well, Aries Spears said he don't want nobody black opening for him anyway, and he has always gone out his way to make sure somebody white is open. So Aries Spears is the MLK for white people. For white up-and-coming comedians, Aries Spears is the MLK fighting for their right to get on that black stage and get that mainstream attention. Aries Spears.
For people out there that don't know, a lot of black comedians don't want black people in front of them, so they'll ask for a white dude or a woman because they don't want the material to be stepped on. I'm not making any excuses for it. I'm definitely not saying it's right, but that's just what it is.
Here's the thing. I get that, though.
What other black comedians do you know that's out there doing that?
Oh, I know a lot.
I know a lot. I'm not gonna run down the names because I ain't in the bad because I don't think it's right.
Well, not necessarily don't want black comedians, but they don't want people to step on their.
Some of the big names.
Let's say TK Kirkland. TK Kirkland will just tell you that I don't want y'all talking about relationship. I want y'all talking about this. I want y'all talking about that.
We have similar experiences.
I'm saying what other person
I'm not gonna name them
does not want black comedians opening for them. That's a black artist.
Well, I don't know who else don't want black.
I'm not gonna name
but you know they specifically don't want.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know that. I don't have another name.
I was one of the house hosts at a national comedy club.
I'm just wondering.
Okay.
So
I don't know.
How many?
Because when this dude's coming, and then I say, "Hey man, can I hold?" No, he don't want can't have no black people in front of him.
Yeah, I don't know. The only person I know that I've heard about that was Aries Spears.
Aries Spears is the only one I know.
But when he came to Atlanta Comedy Theater, he had black dudes on the show.
Well, sometimes he can't help it because the club can't accommodate that they're not gonna do it. But sometimes he'll ask. Yeah. Because they don't want to.
That's on his rider. Water, alkaline water,
Mike and Ike's
cheese dip, beef nachos, and white comedian openers. Aries wants his white folks flown from Colorado.
Hey man, I get not wanting material that will step in your material. I get that though.
Yeah. You're talking about material once again. I'm talking about the actual fact that he wants somebody.
That's how he makes sure you don't step on it.
I'm asking
but that's why
American,
he's doing it.
and I know I'm probably not talking about the same thing that this man is talking about.
You look like me.
Come on, man. Well, let's be real. Unmanageable Negroes, a lot of mamas out there saying that's going over the same material, the same rehashing the same.
It's the same topic.
Now, don't get me wrong. Yeah. I know there's people out there.
I'm gonna tell you the main one.
Their focus is to kill. Now, it's easy to kill when you're doing tried and true topics that have a list of tags and a list of stuff to go from. But then when you're hitting close to home, your perspective, when you're talking about the things that you've experienced and things that you may have seen other people experience that's close to you, that's when you start getting to the origin and the truth of how to really construct your set and make it sound unique.
Yeah, and even in that, you got to be careful though, because I mean, if you have a whole bit about marriage and you still talking about your personal life, it's still the topic is marriage. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So the whole thing of how many people married in the room? You married? So if 2 or 3 other comedians talk about, so I get it.
That's why it's good to not only watch the comedians that go up before you, but it's also good to just.
I should have to do that if I'm the headliner.
To be more detailed.
I'm the headliner. I shouldn't have to do that.
No. You're right, but sometimes you may not have a choice.
You right, but. That's why people bring their own people.
But that's why they bring their own show.
They bring their own people because I shouldn't have to do that.
Well, everybody can afford to bring their own people.
Yeah, you try.
Yeah.
You right. Because I'm telling you something.
Some of y'all talking like y'all can afford
as a headliner,
to fly in.
As a headliner, don't nothing piss you off. And I've taken a comedian with me that I'm good friends with, and he stepped all over my subject matter.
Yeah.
And you sitting on the side of the stage listening like, well, I'll be damned.
Well, I'm gonna do that.
Here's the thing. At this point,
I'm gonna do that same premise.
If y'all good friends, then y'all can have that kind of y'all should be open to the conversation.
But that was his whole act, and I just figured he had more stuff, and he didn't.
It is what it is.
And it was what it was, and I couldn't take him no more.
I get it, because like I said, when
I
I start
get that part.
me going on, if I'm going on a city tour or something like that, I hopefully I can bring, like I said, the club I can bring my own comedians because you want to have a team of people to say, hey, man, this what you talking about? What you talking about? All right, you talking about that? Like, when I go on with y'all, I make sure I try not to step on nothing y'all talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we have a similar joke, I try to hear y'all, see what y'all going to go. Okay, I ain't even going to touch that. I ain't even going to talk about that.
Yeah, and you do have to listen out for that.
I got to alley-oop.
Especially, and if you, even if you are, because the show builds from opener, feature, headline, or whatever, guest spot, you got to pay attention because even if the person before you is an open micer and they go hit that subject matter, stay away from it.
Yeah.
Because it ain't going to hit as hard as you want it to.
It ain't going to hit.
Because even if it's funny, because they just talked about it.
Yeah. That just happened in L.A. Dean Edwards, I had a joke about, he wasn't there yet, but I had a joke about this dance, that shoot dance. And, I had a joke, and that junk hit hard. Like one of my opening jokes, it hit real hard. He got up and did it, and it was silent.
God.
And I told him, I said, hey, Dean, I'm just letting you know, I did a similar joke. That's why they didn't laugh as hard. But if you're going to do that joke in the next show, I don't have to do it. That's what I told him. Because I'm like, and it was Chocolate Sunday, so I could have still did it. But in respect to him, I'm like, I don't need this. Like, I'm telling you, I don't really need that joke to be funny for the next show.
So what was his response?
He was like, oh, no. And he was like, no, well, do it. No, you can do it. I just won't do it. So, but we had that conversation like, hey, who going to do the joke?
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? You come from a respectful. What would you say? Because you just an open, respectful dude. Anyway, you seem to have just.
Well, I wasn't gonna let him feel like that joke wasn't funny.
Comedy etiquette.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Because it's like,
good
I
comedy
did the
etiquette.
joke, and he did it, and he knows this joke hit every time. That's what he told me. He's like, yeah, because I do that joke all the time. It hit. I was like, yeah, because I did it earlier in the show. So
like, that's what's up. Like you seem like you would have even texted him during the show, like Dean, I just did that joke. And here's a list of other jokes I just did, just in case you going
and then you had the other side to it where if I don't say it and then I do the joke again in the second show, I don't want him thinking
that you
I stole his joke.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
then
good.
It's like,
that's a preemptive
you know what I'm saying?
strike. That's how you get ahead of things. That's how you
because then I would have did. He was like, "Whoa, I just did that joke."
Yeah, what is nigga doing?
Do you think he would have texted you back and be like, "This is why I only have."
Why? That's a good callback, brother.
Wow.
That's called callback. That's comedy, baby.
No, but that's crazy. That's funny. So, what we talking about? How's everybody weekend go? How
everything good, man. Everything was good. LA was amazing. I went to LA.
Wow. Speaking of LA, that's what you just experienced.
Yeah, that was just
past weekend.
Yeah. So that was
Chocolate
dope, man.
Sundays is the truth.
If you ever go to LA, man, comedian, go to Chocolate Sunday, man. It's a dope.
So you went to Chocolate Sunday.
Did Chocolate Sunday. I did J Spot. And J Spot was an interesting experience.
What made it interesting?
Well, he had some bad comedians on it. It was
okay.
two comedians that was G Thing was there. G Thing was supposed to close out the show.
Are you saying G Thing's a bad comedian?
No. I said it was on. No, I ain't.
Well,
I'm about to get clear. It was a couple of comedians that wasn't doing well on the show. G Thing was supposed to close it out, but J. Anthony Brown had him go up third because of the energy was low, and he never seen my set.
Okay.
So he ended up
respectable.
Yeah, he ended up introducing everybody. I closed the show out. He didn't even introduce me. He had the DJ.
Say what?
He had the DJ introduce me. The first time I really had to be really cocky because the DJ is the one that invited me. So J. Anthony Brown didn't introduce me, and I didn't know why. I figured because he never seen my set.
OG in the game.
Introduce everybody
Bowed
else.
out from introducing you.
And I'm closing the show out. I don't know if he was just so upset at the comedians. He's like, I'm not bringing another.
But you showed
How
him.
bad
so I looked
was the bombing that an OG comedian
he tapped out.
didn't even care. He didn't know who you were.
Dude.
He didn't know if you were somebody in a huge way.
I don't know
he just
what
said,
it
I'll
was.
take the risk, and I'm not going to put my name on it.
I'm not going to stab because, and I get it because if I introduce him, he the last comedian. That means I booked him as the headliner.
So
I don't know what was going on. I get it, but I looked at the DJ. I was like, he'll know me. He'll know me
For
after.
him to do that,
Arrogant on him.
I had to get a little cocky on it. I had to get a little.
He literally had to walk up to
man.
the DJ's booth and go, "Hey, this next guy, you introducing him."
Yo, he did it. No, the way they did it was so funny. I'm standing at the door and I'm walking out just trying to find out what's going on. And they trying to do it in codes. Like he had a lady come out, hey DJ, yeah, J. Anthony, he gonna introduce him. He wants you to introduce him.
Wow.
He tried not to let me see him. And I was like, so he was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna introduce you from the DJ booth. I said, why? Because he ain't never seen my set. Yeah, he don't know me. I was like, he'll know me after. And sure enough, like soon he heard him laugh, he came right out. Matter of fact, I knew he came out.
Feeling? What was your initial feeling
When I heard,
when the DJ
Disrespect.
had to tell you.
oh, I was ready. I was like, okay, I'm ready now. That was one of them things to say, okay, I got something for you.
You get amped up when people doubt you.
When they doubt me, I'm like, okay, if that's what you're gonna do, okay. Now any other comedian probably would have took it as a way and probably would have messed them up. I looked at it like, you gonna know me after.
But that's what happens when you train consistently
Yeah,
and you
I don't care.
work consistently, diligently, and hone your own craft, and you know your audience.
It's to a point where I'm gonna do me no matter what.
Yep.
I don't care what the situation is, because stuff will set you up. Somebody could come up to you. I had people come up to me before a show and tell me what jokes not to do. Make sure you don't do these type of jokes. You know what I'm saying? I had all kind of stuff. People come right before you get up on stage to mess you up, and they probably ain't doing it intentionally. But you got to be like, nigga, I don't care what happened. I'm gonna go up and do my
I had
job.
that happen too.
It happened, bro.
How was your weekend, Marvin?
Had a class reunion, 30th year class reunion. They wait till right before we get there and say it was canceled. But we went there, hashed it out, and had a
Just
nice
real
time.
quick.
Oh, by the way, he
I wanna-
apologized too, y'all. He apologized.
He's
to
a
the
nice
audience.
guy. Jay and Brown.
Jay
a
the
real
nice, yeah.
nice,
Because he
real
got up
nice
and
guy.
said, after I was done, he was like, hey, y'all, I apologize. I ain't never heard it set. Where you from, man? We got to bring it back. Make sure we book you, man. Get his information. Make sure you book. And the DJ was like, I
That was a
already knew him.
miniature size.
He's sick too, so
Yeah, he
that
said
was-
he got
that-
leukemia too.
That was a miniature size Rocky moment right there.
That was
shout
a-
out Jay and Brown.
That
Yeah,
was a
shout
Rocky-
out. No,
that
shout
was a
out.
Rocky
He
moment.
got
Much blessings,
black owned comedy club. Yeah, one of the two black owned comedy clubs in L.A. You got
You know-
Comedy Union, so that's a dope club.
Y'all, if y'all don't understand this one thing about comedy, a lot of comedians don't even speak to you until they see you perform. Rightfully so, because some
that's it.
people don't know your level of seriousness in this business. Because a lot of times, if you bomb, it gives them it gives them the freedom to not even really want to talk to you after that and let you go on about your business. But when comedians see you do well, they all hold their hands out like they're about to sign a deal on the record.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Come on, put it right there, brother.
Yeah,
Come on.
you're welcome
So,
to the
fantastic job.
You ain't shit till they see you shine on that stage.
You're welcome to the brotherhood.
Yeah, they don't want.
The
Some people
brotherhood.
don't want that bomb to get on them.
And even if you have a dope one set and they see you on that next time,
yeah.
then it's like-
See,
'cause it's-
I knew you want shit.
so it's like it's like the consistency.
I don't like his clothes. Look how he walk. I don't like how he walk no way.
The thing about is about being consistent. Even if you don't have a great set, you still putting on a show that's good enough for the audience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the thing of comedy. Get to that place where you just consistent.
That's why I try to tell young
Even in your
comics
bombing.
when they come to the city and they say, man, everything clickish and people funny acting out here. I'm like, no. You got to get on stage and do well in front of them. And then you ain't got to toot your own horn. They'll do it for you.
Yeah.
Your name will make it around the city before you do. You
Sure
know,
will.
you got to be consistent.
Comedians are fans
Yeah.
of comedy first.
Yeah. We want you to
Otherwise,
be
they
funny.
wouldn't even be in this. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people are in for the money, but that fades fast. You don't hear them being mentioned with the greats.
You hear that? I'm
But
in it
you-
for the money.
You hear them in it for the money. That fades fast.
I had a
But the ones that
debate
are-
with somebody about that, with Christian comedians,
Yeah.
because they.
I do want to get to his weekend real quick.
My bad. I just when you said doing it for the money, it hit a
I know,
nerve.
I trust.
Because they want you to do it for the Lord, and I told him,
Oh,
I said I don't do comedy for the Lord.
Yeah, that's why
I do it for money.
No, we don't.
You
like-
can't.
like-
you
like
can't
the-
pay your rent in the name of Jesus.
The love
They was
offering.
bothered by that.
You can't.
Any
You can't.
church that contact
They
me to
was
do a
bothered
show for a love offering, I turned down.
Like, ain't it a ministry though?
Ain't no landlord coming to your door saying you got that rent.
I
You
told
can't just
somebody
grab
that
his
too.
hand and be like, "Guess what? We gonna pray about it."
You don't go to your job for the Lord.
I bet they play the drummer.
Right,
I
right.
bet they pay other
Shoot,
people.
they don't pay them sometimes.
Well, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
They
You
do
gonna
it
pay
for
me?
do it for the Lord. I say I don't do comedy for the Lord. I quit my job to do comedy for money.
Tell me, as soon as I say you go ahead,
You hear
find
me?
somebody else to.
Anybody out there trying to book me and whatever you can, because I don't categorize myself as a Christian comedian. But if you decide to, I don't do this for the Lord. I do.
And
I do this for money.
Don't try to pay me in weed. Don't try to pay me in hoes. Don't try to pay me in liquor. Don't try to pay me in food. I need my money.
It's a harsh statement. It's a hard statement to say that. But basically, what I'm saying,
No,
I mean,
it's very
I do
accurate.
this-
I
do
get what
this-
you're saying.
Yeah.
It's very accurate because as soon as you come off stage, you ain't trying to hear he did it. Oh, Lord,
Some
he
were
did
Christians, man,
it.
and comedy clubs, they don't care about that. They ain't hiring you for you to come do no ministry.
You won't get that bills in your hand.
Man, you better make these folks laugh.
I need the bag.
They do it for the Lord too, but they roll out in a Rolls Royce.
Yeah. The preacher ain't doing it for the Lord.
The preacher ain't doing. Hey, man, we can get that to be a whole nother topic.
Preacher ain't doing it for the Lord.
They caught one preacher. I don't know if y'all seen that video. They caught him. I forgot the white preacher name, man.
I know. He talking about the one who said he bought a jet from Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
Oh, he was generous. I got it for the low.
Right.
Come on, man.
And she says, I forgot what she said something. She said, "No, don't you say that." I was like, "Yo,
Yeah,
people
the big,
say-
when he get bug-eyed and shit, like that's supposed to make it serious. Shut your stupid ass.
I can't think of that pastor name, boy. I wish I could."
Fuck face.
How else am I
that's
supposed to fly around and say the ministry
Oh.
on a rec? Because he didn't want to do it on Coach.
Because he
flight.
called them demons. He said he didn't want to be around them
I
demons.
don't want to be surrounded. So how did your congregation feel if you calling them demons?
And that's what
Don't
she was
you
asking.
say that.
That's what he said. That's what he said. She was like, she said, you call the people demons because basically you said you don't want to be around them demons. So
He
you
said,
told
blasphemy as he slicked back his hair and started to count them ducats.
I slipped back his hat with that hat. That was moving like that hat.
I don't do that prosperity shit.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
I forgot. I wish I knew his name, but I'll tell y'all.
Your weekend, man.
Oh, I went home, man. Went to Mississippi for my 30th year reunion, even though they canceled it, but we ended up having a great time anyway.
Get out of here. How do you cancel?
Exactly, but it happened.
They canceled when y'all got there?
The week before, like that Monday.
Oh, but everybody already paid for.
But they got their money back, but we still parted anyway. We still had a great time.
That's what
man.
I'm talking about.
Went to one of our classmates' crib.
That's
They had
crazy.
a big pool in the back, and man, we had a great time. Man.
Making good out of a bad situation.
Yeah, that's-
Shout out to Class 89.
Class 89.
Pittsburgh High School. Gators,
Class-
man.
Them
Class
Gators.
89.
Yeah.
That's what y'all do.
Yeah.
Who else are Gators? Florida Gators.
Florida Gators.
Florida
But
Gators.
we ain't talking about Florida
I'm
Gators.
on Vicksburg Gators. This high school, right?
High school.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, boy, you
Did
still.
you see anybody there? Did any of your bullies come up there? Or did you ever used to get bullied?
None of the bullies showed up, but they've been to,
But you ain't never been bullied.
man, everybody be bullied at one point or another.
I
never
can't
got
say
bullied.
I
But
can't say
but
everybody.
see, I was one of them dudes to where you learn how to like if you you can bully, but you better be impeccable. Because if something wrong with your outfit or something wrong, I'm
Yeah.
go in your ass bad. You know what I'm saying? I was that dude.
Okay.
Like,
There you go.
But we do have some bullies who still think they bullies.
So
I don't
you
understand that.
got to go to your class reunion bully free.
Vicksburg High School.
But the bullies are no bullies in my class. The bullies were like other classes,
Okay.
older classes.
Older.
Yeah.
Okay, looking for
Mhm.
easy prey.
Any chicks look horrible now?
Well, hey, man. Time got away with people, but everybody's beautiful. Everybody's beautiful on the inside, man.
You know
Beauty is in the eye of the
Nick.
beholder.
Hey,
Hell,
don't
hell,
just-
hell,
please,
I
nigga.
let myself go, so I ain't got no position to say nothing like. But we still got some folks still holding it together
Marvin
though.
used to be a lead singer of an R&B group. At least that's what the
dude,
look
yeah.
was. He ain't never take a picture
Hey,
where the buttons, at
I
least
was
the first 8 buttons wasn't undone.
He put up a picture.
Hey,
That nigga had
Man,
he had the dog music soul child.
yeah, man.
he had a what?
He had the music soul child look, nigga.
Yeah,
The
man.
beads and
Yeah, man. Hey, man. I was doing it, boy.
Man, he posted a picture on his Instagram post. They was like, "Oh, look at you, eye catcher." I bet you they was throwing all the
I
their
was
draws
the
at
class
you.
most handsome
Okay.
officially. So I used to get it
Alright.
in. I used to get
Did
it
you
in.
remind them that at
Class
the
most
class
handsome,
reunion?
1980.
That's a long
80
time ago.
something.
A lot of pounds ago.
A lot of pounds ago. What on with you, man?
Huh?
What went down with you, man?
Man, my weekend was great. First time in Miami, Florida.
Oh, you never been in
I
Miami?
never been to Miami, Florida.
Oh, shoot, man. That's
Never
that's
been to
my
Miami,
family
Florida.
hometown, man. Opelika.
Your family hometown?
Opelika, Liberty City, Miami Garden, that area. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
the only one in my 4 siblings. I'm the only one not born in Miami.
Now, I
Oh,
will
okay.
say this.
Everybody else
There's
born
a
in
lot of
Miami.
your shades out there. A lot of people,
A lot of Haitians.
Yeah, man.
Man, when
Yeah,
I sit
man.
here and tell you,
That's what we do.
Miami's so chill. It was less busier than what Atlanta be looking like on the weekends and on.
Where were you at though?
I was
Depends
in
on, yeah.
Miami / Miramar.
Okay.
But I was right. We were right there. But it felt just dope. The atmosphere, the culture, like being around so many Latinas,
Yeah.
Cubans. It was just dope. It was
dope.
You went breast implants. And
Did you
ass
go to the
implants
nude
down
beach?
there.
Nah, I
You
didn't.
been to the
I didn't
nude
see
beach?
none of that. I was around a bunch of grown.
You went to the nude beach?
Nah, I didn't go to the nude beach.
You gotta go to the
did,
nude
I
beach.
did
Trying
it.
to see some dudes at the nude.
Hey man, but it be old people out there. That's the bad part.
I don't want to go see that.
That's the sad thing about
One
nude
thing
beach.
I did notice though,
Be some old folks out there. Man.
Miami, hands down, throws the most all-white parties of any
Oh
other.
yeah, they gonna throw some
of
white
any other
Linen everywhere.
city in the U.S. Nigga, they was selling linen at the gas station right next to the Doritos and the Funyuns. I said, boy, if y'all don't get out of here with this.
Miami, baby.
And what was you down there for again?
I was down there for a gig. I had a
Okay.
private gig down there.
Oh,
We were
that's dope.
celebrating a young lady's graduation / birthday. It was super
Dope.
dope.
A high
to see
school
the
or
way
college?
She
Graduation.
graduated from high school, and they also did a college reveal.
Okay.
So that was
Oh,
super dope.
dope.
She'll be going to West Georgia. How crazy is that?
Dope.
So it was really good. It was fun, man. It was a good experience. The Heat did not play any games. Nigga, make sure you go down to Miami. You will be applying.
Go
for
to the nude beach.
the new beach.
You just gotta see it, man. It's funny, man.
There's some hood spots down there too in Miami. Yeah,
No.
everything
I
ain't
know
always-
it. I done
Yeah.
heard.
Well,
I
no,
done heard what.
open locker, Overtown,
Man,
Liberty City.
you ain't have to tell me that. I heard it from
yeah,
Rick
you don't go
Ross,
over there.
Ace Hood.
Yeah, you don't want to go.
That's all I need to hear.
Boy.
My family, I got family
Trick
living open
Daddy?
locker right now.
Mm.
Yeah,
Open
man.
locker.
Open
Anytime
locker,
I
baby.
hear that in raps, you already know.
Yeah, man. Miami, there. You don't want to be out there at nighttime. But anyway, all right, man. Let's get it, man. What we got, man? Let's get in.
X-Men.
I ain't never seen it,
The
man.
Dark Phoenix.
Boy,
I
it
ain't
was
seen
dark, all right. It was a dark day for their pockets. The way they spent that money on that whack-ass movie and lost that money.
And you hadn't seen it yet, right?
I probably won't go see it.
Yeah, you have noticed. So we can talk freely about it.
Yeah, I mean,
spoil
I don't
it.
really, cause I mean,
That ain't even a movie you excited to go see. You
That's why I
just
don't
wanna
understand
see-
why they put that
You
out.
just want to see it just
I
to
mean,
see
it was supposed to come out last year. And then
They shoulda
did
came out
they
last
did
year.
They did some tweaking to it, and then it came out now. But
And-
I was told it lowers your IQ by watching it. But
Yeah, you'll feel that
I
way.
did watch it. It wasn't good, but it wasn't as bad as people were saying, though, to me.
The thing is, of course it's not that bad. $200 million is not going to be that bad. But it could be a whole
lot better.
lot better.
How much they made? How much their budget was?
$200 million.
They made it back.
Yeah, no, I know they ain't make that.
They
Not
probably-
yet.
Go check box office mojo.
No, you can check it.
My bunch of January.
Check it. They ain't made it back.
Check box office mojo.
$200 million. The costumes was whack. The makeup was whack.
And then they
the
had her turn
storyline
into a
whack.
Dark Phoenix, but she just was Dark Phoenix in the Apocalypse one. So wait a minute.
The stories are so messed up. This is why, now, mind you, Marvel just got the rights to their characters.
Yeah.
Marvel just got the rights back to the characters. So if for some of y'all that don't understand what's going on, is it was a matter of having the rights to the
Think you
characters. They
misread.
sold the rights.
Daddy, a box office the top one.
Mimics.
Marvel sold the rights to their characters to Fox late 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So now they finally getting the rights back. So they can't just be putting anybody in it. You can't cast anybody that they don't want it. You can't mix up the stories. Like certain Marvel stories with the Avengers would need the use of certain characters for the story to correlate correctly. But they didn't have them right, so they couldn't do that crossover
You
episodes.
said their budget was $200 million.
$200 million.
I mean, well, domestically they didn't. They made it worldwide. They made $136 million, but only $32 million domestically in the United States. But
Yes.
they is saying that this is
That's the budget that they use.
the worst domestic opening in X-Men series.
Wow.
It's the worst ever.
You ain't seen When They See Us.
I ain't seen it yet. I seen the first part of it because that's the other
That's it.
Netflix that just came out.
If you ain't seen that,
But I
first of
know
all,
the
where
story.
You've been on a rock about the Central Park 5.
I know the story, so I tried to watch the beginning. Like I was watching it before I got here, and I don't think I want to watch it.
Here's what's interesting to me.
I don't think I wanna watch
There's
it.
a lot of people saying that, hey, black folks, y'all should go check this out now. I don't blame any black people for not wanting to see that movie, because every time you turn around is something harsh
No, they just gonna
coming
make me
out.
mad. I was mad just at the
And
beginning.
it's like it
30 minutes in.
keeps your mood damp. Like you can't, on a subconscious level, it will dampen your mood, whether you're aware of it or not. So a lot of people kept trying to shame people for not seeing the movie. I'm not here to shame nobody for not seeing that when they see us. Matter of fact, why don't you put pressure on your white friends to go see the movie
That's
when
what
they
they
see
said.
us?
I saw the beginning. I was like 30 minutes in, and the interrogation and all that, and I was just like, man, I don't even know if I want to finish watching this.
I am happy I watched it, but I won't watch it again. It's too emotional. It's too emotional. It's an emotional roller coaster. Man, the way they did them dudes.
And they do that, and we know they do it because they do it on First 48. I just feel like if you're under the age of 16, you should be automatically. There should be a lawyer automatically for you, or your parents. You can't even say parents should be there because some of the parents don't know what's going on.
Here's what's
I
interesting.
think they should be already protected by a lawyer because you cannot intimidate these kids like that.
The law was not made to protect us even when we're innocent. They are trying to prove we are guilty. So this movie,
that's the whole.
This movie, if you don't take away anything else, take away this.
But that's
know
not,
your rights.
That's not even.
They
black
weren't gonna
folk.
know that back then.
They weren't
People
gonna
are
know
more aware today.
Right.
Kids are more aware. They wouldn't go in there and be talking, but back then they didn't know that.
But that's the Miranda rights period. You know what I'm saying? When you get arrested,
what I'm saying is that
the law is not for you.
Look, no,
you know what I'm saying?
For us, no, the law is for them.
I mean, I'm just saying, but the way it's written in the Miranda rights, when you get arrested, what did it say? You're how that junk go? When
You had the right to remain silent. Any words you say can be you had the right to attorney.
Against you though. That's what it says. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in the court of law. That's the biggest word.
The culture of policing is to disadvantage black people. Period.
Yeah, that too.
It's just evident. So if you don't have anything, if y'all don't take anything else away from this film, notice they are using whatever advantage they have to your ignorance.
And they don't have to
lock you up without having to justify it.
They didn't lie. That's what I got to where they was like, hey, Kevin told me you did it. It was like, who is Kevin? Nah. He said you did it.
Now, back when you say that, people are trying to shame people for not seeing it, I don't think that that's right. But I also have seen some goof-ass niggas on there shaming people for pumping it up, too. Fuck them.
Yeah. You gonna always have that.
Ava DuVernay did a great job. I don't give a fuck about what Oprah did. Oprah produced it. It's a great movie. I'm not going. You can get the shit on it because Oprah produced it. It's a story that need to be told. It highlights some bullshit, an injustice that was did to 4 fucking boys.
And
Five.
And the thing that, like I said, they need to put in some law to protect young men or young kids that are not able to handle that type of interrogation. It ain't no way a 14-year-old can handle that. You in his face,
here's what's
scared.
Interesting. There are laws to protect these kids. Like there's laws. Like you are not allowed to charge a child like an adult. But when it's a black child, it changes.
Dave Chappelle had a joke about that, man. But
yeah.
he had a joke about it.
Yeah, he said just how old is 15? Y'all want to crucify R. Kelly for messing with 15-year-olds, but then again, you want to treat them like adults.
When that boy, he had the same
really
joke.
That's one of the brilliant things about Dave Chappelle. He finds a way to talk about something without
it was true
being being crucified for his opinion. He finds a way for you to question it yourself. Use your own mind, use your own intellect, and judge what they really doing. Yeah. So
how do you think what do we do? What do we do to change this?
Well, the Black Panther was doing it. They were.
We have to create and establish our own. Period.
Well, we
have to pull our money out of their system, and we have to support politicians that support us. We have to
black people got to put money in.
We have to financially sponsor. You really have to financially sponsor legislation.
But I think we need to bring back what Black Panthers was doing when they were educating the community about laws. You know what I'm saying? That was a part of one of their programs. They educated you about the law.
There's a study out that says, like, due to the internet, we are more educated today than we've ever been.
Yes.
It's good. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
education's out there.
100%.
It's just I just feel like that if black people did one simple thing, made black success a priority. If everybody made black success a priority, then it would change something. I'm not telling you have to do anything, but if you walk around here thinking I'm going to support black success, I'm going to promote black success, then it'll influence your actions and your moves out here. Not necessarily, I'm talking about just shop black on. I'm talking about it'll influence how you teach your kids, how you the shit you don't take from your boss at your job. It'll influence everything. But we got to make black success a priority, man, before we can do anything.
Yeah.
100%. And shout out to those who are doing a lot, who are doing their parts, who are doing their business. And once again, you have to inform yourself. You cannot be ignorant. Do not think for 1 second that the moment a police rolls upon, it is in their culture to disadvantage you. It's in their culture to prey on your ignorance.
Right. That's exactly
prison
true.
is a business. That ain't going nowhere no time soon.
And shut your mouth.
And tell your kids to shut hush. I need my lawyer and my but at the like I said, these kids didn't know that, man. They just
Yeah, you're right.
You that's why I'm glad she made this movie, because I think every high school or every organization that have black men in their organization, or black youth, should sit down, watch this movie, dissect it, and learn from it. Because
she did a great job. I mean, the directing.
It was dope. And some people said it was one-sided, but so what?
It told the side of the victims, the five victims.
They never got their
families.
So what's the other side?
The other side was lying.
So that's what I'm saying. So my thing.
That's the interesting.
Show the other side.
It's proven.
You can show the other side, but the other side was lying from the jump.
Because they killing no girl. What's the girl name?
We've seen it too.
Linda
Fairstein. Linda Fairstein.
They getting her.
She
man.
looked like Mama Dog titties in the face. Like she is a horrible, but that cunt, boy. Like Mama Dog titties in the face, all droopy, mama sagging, Mama Dog titties. That's what she looked like.
Her whole body is made of what you would call scrotum skin. Her whole body.
Funky bitch.
That's Droopy's.
And she
wife.
will not freaking admit it, man. She making money off them funk ass novels and shit.
But they some of the publishing.
I'm glad they dropped.
No,
they dropped it because of the
Mama
heat.
Dog titties. No, Mama Dog titties
what
be
made you look at Mama Dog titties?
Because they be sagging and swinging when they walk. Her whole face is sagging. Look like it swing when she walk.
My stomach hurt.
Fuck
Mama
that
did
bitch.
this doggone adjective, man.
Man, that bitch, man.
Mama
And then Trump. That's why I hate Trump.
titties.
When people always say, give me an example of Trump. Trump is not racist. Tell me where he's racist. I just go back to Central Park 5.
Did y'all see the tweet he put out there?
About the movie?
Yeah.
No.
Well, no, it was another document that because the tweet that he put out was in 2013.
Oh, okay.
Because people, when you look at that tweet, look at it. It's a 2013.
Yeah, because I was looking for him to tweet about the movie. I ain't seen that.
He didn't tweet about it. The documentary. It was another documentary.
Another documentary. And
that came out
and
that
I
he
watched,
tweeted about.
I watched the
well, he mentioned about the fighting in the park. That was in the movie. The boys,
but that was on a
but I'm
documentary.
saying you gotta look at.
There's another whole documentary.
There's a whole other documentary. So a lot of people taking that tweet and thinking that was recent.
Yeah,
you got to look at the date. The date is 2013.
Okay.
And he was saying in that particular documentary, the same thing was happening where they was kind of on the. I guess the documentary was the perspective of the fellas, and he said, he said what I forgot what the tweet said. That even though they did something, they were still out there doing whatever.
Everybody say it's safe to say they are looking for every way to demonize us, even when right.
Especially during that time. And during that time, they were definitely trying to
stop.
That was the start of it.
Stop trying to explain stuff to white people online about how we're constantly being wrong, and just show them.
Stop.
Just show them through video imagery. Just show them by pulling your money out, putting it back in black communities. Just show them by educating yourself and get rid of your own ignorance.
I had a debate with my dad this weekend about that same thing. My dad feels like you can reach some of them if they just don't know. I just don't feel like you. Man, we in 2019. They know what's right, know what's wrong. I don't feel like sitting there having to explain to you why something is racist. The rules of engagement are out there. You know what the hell going on, but it benefits you, and you just turn the blind eye, and
What
That's
was
what it
what
is.
was one of the hardest parts of that movie to watch? What was one of the hardest part for you?
Bruh, when he was getting beat up in the cell, holding on to the fucking cell, and that black fucking guard was beating his fucking fingers and so they could get him. And then that's when they stabbed him, Corey Wise. That was the worst part of the whole movie.
Who? I ain't seen that part, but who stabbed him?
The inmates was
Oh,
beating
okay,
Corey. He was
gotcha.
a child. He was a child in prison.
Okay.
They were taking advantage of. They didn't say he got raped, but some of the scenes make you feel like he got raped.
Yeah.
But they had got him again after they had already been getting him, and it was beating him in his cell. And this black guard, he was yelling, hold on to the thing as they was pulling him away, yelling for help. He came and started beating his fucking fingers, peeling his fingers back so they can get him.
Wow.
Bruh, that there.
Wow.
See, I don't even. I don't
Oh
even want to see
my
it.
God.
I don't think
bruh.
I'm not even gonna watch the rest.
Oh
of it.
my
Fuck
God,
that.
bruh.
I'm about to be mad. I'm
And
mad
then
forever.
he couldn't even after they did that. He didn't want to cause no problem. He just
Hey.
put him in solitary. That was his answer. Put him
I
in
can't
solitary.
even lie, man. Every time I watch stuff like that or like slavery, I don't want to see a white person. Like I don't.
But
I don't-
this was a black person that
I'm
did
just
this
saying.
to him.
I'm just saying. I mean,
A black guard.
I don't be, but it's still at the same time. You still don't be wanting. For some reason, when the abuse happens,
do y'all
I don't want
realize
to see no white.
that is the culture of prison?
Yeah.
That when they put you in there, you are automatically assumed guilty.
And
There is no, they don't care if you didn't do it. They have those people there to brutalize you and treat you however. Nobody's there to treat you. You can, the moment you go behind them, you are inmate,
Yeah.
whatever your number is, and that's who you are. You will be
and
treated as such.
if you go in as a rapist or molester, that's the bottom of the barrel. They're going to get you.
Oh, they're gonna get you. Yeah.
They're going to get you.
Right.
You-
And the
you-
fact, so
They're going to get you. The guard's
I
not
get
going to
it.
protect you. And
you know,
the
you know
inmate's
what's
gonna get
interesting?
you.
They gonna get you.
and the fact that
and
the
they
little,
gonna-
he was in there, they thought he was a rapist. It's all over the news.
And he a child, can't defend
Yeah,
himself. And
Man,
bruh. Ooh, and
I
the actor that played him,
can't imagine.
he gotta get an Oscar or something. Can they get Oscars for Netflix movies?
I don't even know.
You know
man.
what's crazy? Whether he gets an award or not, he still did a fantastic
Good job, man.
He delivered the message. That
Ava
boy
DuVernay.
was good, and that's what it's about.
Whatever
Tell the
it is.
story.
Wait. What'd you call her?
Ava DuVernay.
I don't think that's it, brother.
I can't say her last
It's
name.
Duvernay, ain't
See, you don't even know how to say
it?
it.
Ava Duvernay.
There you go.
I don't think it's Duvernay. It's an R somewhere in there.
The R is silent right now.
Hey, Duvernay, ain't it?
You was speaking in
Hey,
tongues.
what is it?
you said.
Ava Duvernay.
Duvernay.
Duvernay. Let's just,
Whatever.
let's just leave it
Auntie.
at
She
Duvernay.
said she don't want to be called auntie. So I'm
yeah,
call her
don't call
auntie.
Yeah, ain't nobody
That
calling
what she
her
said?
Yeah, she was like, they be calling her auntie.
Yeah, I
she
don't
don't want to be
stop
called
calling
auntie.
people auntie. No, man. Just,
Auntie.
you can call a family or
Auntie
whatever.
Ava.
But yeah,
She doing an
that's-
awesome job, man.
That's crazy.
That scene now, man.
See,
What
that's
was your
she's getting
first
to
scene?
this joint,
Now, I didn't even get to that part yet.
Oh, I thought you had seen all of it.
I had seen a lot of it, but I was in and
Oh.
out. Like I
it's
was in and out.
It's 4 parts.
The
I know it's
fourth
4 parts.
part,
I've seen-
worse than the worse than the
I've
first
seen
three.
the first, second,
Yeah, that fourth movie.
and then part of the third.
But what was the worst part for you?
So far was when I saw him in court talking about I can't even read.
My
I
wife
can't-
started crying at that part.
I can't
She started
read
crying.
because I knew what it
started
was.
crying. She started
Do you
crying.
understand how important the
Yeah.
moment they get you on? You can't read. They prey on this. Like you could go through how many people got suckered into their record deals because they couldn't read.
Yeah.
How many people got locked up because they couldn't read. But do you know what's crazy? That same vice, the same thing that they couldn't do when they learned how to do it, it freed them from jail. Do y'all know about this guy who freed himself from jail on coke drug charges?
Yeah. It took time.
I think he was from
to
New
read
Jersey.
I just heard about that.
And
He just got out.
and he freed himself because he found out that they were wrong and they dirty. They didn't go about the protocol, busting him accordingly. And
But
he freed himself.
here's the
Man,
thing. Even for people that can read, that law, the terms and terminology, the way it's read or written, that stuff is hard to read sometimes.
It is.
Not being able to read and just
So-
being innocent. They play on you just being your innocence.
Yeah.
Because I know you ain't seen the movie, but I'm gonna tell you this part. Bruh, another bad
probably gonna
part.
watch
Another bad part about the movie was Corey Wise was the oldest of all of them. Corey actually wasn't even in the park when they came to arrest his buddy.
He went down.
He
the
just,
sewer.
hey man, I'm just gonna go down there with you because I don't want you to go by yourself and watch
Right,
your back.
right.
Buddy
And they
was
let his
scared.
buddy go because his mom came to get him out. Said, y'all ain't gonna be questioning my son. And he was in there sleep. He was in the waiting room sleep. They just came. Oh, yeah, take him in there. He didn't even do nothing. He wasn't even there. That got me too. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And Corey ended up doing time too, right?
More than all of them did 13 years. All the rest of them did like 6. And when they got the 44 million, he got more than the rest of them. Of course he should, but man, the hell he went through in jail. Oh my God.
Corey's the one that they
got beat and yeah.
So all of them got 44 million apiece.
44 million to split.
The split.
They sued for 290 million. They only gave them. And Trump got online when the settlement came and said it's a travesty. He still think they did it.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
Of course, look, Trump.
Ow!
Trump has the advantage of knowing that there are white people that
I'm glad they
believe
got
you
that
guilty,
money, man.
regardless of whether you innocent. They could prove that you right there, not even on camera.
Glad
they
they
still
got that
think
money.
you just
It
do
ain't
time.
that ain't enough.
They ain't convicting none of these actual rape. It's more innocent black men in prison than there is guilty white men who have raped women.
Oh yeah.
Period. They out free.
Just like I said, man, you got a son. Watch that movie and first thing first, just say you want a lawyer. Shut up. As soon as you say I want my lawyer, they have to stop interrogating you.
And stop empowering these kids to argue with the cops, man. You better watch that shit.
See, that's
nigga.
See, and that's what I was saying
That's
the
a
other day.
whole nother goddamn shit, nigga. I'm telling you, better watch that movie.
Stop talking,
You
man.
can't protect them when they're in the belly of the beast.
Stop
Shut
talking.
up. Shut your young ass up.
Don't say nothing. You have a right to remain silent. Use
So,
your right.
Look here. Now, another thing what's been plaguing is this Kim Kardashian thing.
Well, her getting folks out of jail.
Her getting folks out of jail and not giving proper credit to the actual lawyers that's doing
the
the
work?
real work. The black women that is doing the real work to free.
Well, here's the
people-
thing. Here's the issue with that to me. I ain't never seen Kim Kardashian say a word about what she doing. I never seen her do an
And
interview.
she's never spoke up to say, hey, these are the people that's helping me
I
do
mean,
this.
you got a point.
I don't know how I feel about it.
You got a point about that, but
These are the people that's helping me do this.
So
you have every right, because you'll come up and clear some mess. She came up and
feel
spoke
it.
up for her friend
you got a
that
point.
was calling another girl
That's a
a
good point.
nigga
I give you
on
that.
film. And here she come on
give you that.
Snapchat. Y'all need to leave him alone. He said he's apologized.
I give you that.
I don't stand by that. And she still went on to work with him.
I give you
But
that.
the moment they call you out and say, hey, these black women are doing all the footwork, filling out the paperwork, going through the documents, saying what was wrong, saying what was right. The only thing I've heard her to done is to sponsor it financially, help them financially. And I don't even know how much
I'm not
percentage
going.
she's put
Here's
in.
here's my thing. I'm not gonna knock what she doing by even saying, because I seen the post. These are the women that really doing the work. Well, what they do the work without Kim Kardashian?
They was doing the work before Kim Kardashian came along.
Okay, so
They just ran out of money. Like I said,
that's what I'm
she's the
saying.
one that's helping them financially.
So why we can't just keep it right there? Why do she have to come out?
Because
This is the way I look
Why
at
do
it.
she have to say that?
That's
Hey,
what this is the way I look at it. Them inmates don't give a damn.
They don't care who.
They don't care.
Dog, I know that
They
was.
don't.
So that's why
handshake.
I can't stand Kim Kardashian and her whole family.
But
They
she
are
get them out.
They are a flock of floozes. I don't like them, but them inmates don't care, man.
I
now,
don't
look,
care.
Look. The inmates don't care, but the people who need to be properly credited need to be properly
For
credited.
doing their
It's-
job. I
For
get.
doing, they are volunteering.
saying-
This is volunteering.
I don't think they volunteering to get.
Oh,
this
they
done.
volunteering for these inmates.
I don't think
They were spending their own money. They weren't getting paid
Okay,
for this.
but this is what I'm saying though. You got this woman that's coming and doing something, and the first thing we want to do is, and let's
It
give
ain't
them-
we.
Somebody went to search
Every
this up.
black person.
I
that
didn't go
went-
search it
Every
up.
black person that went out there and had the right to call it out. Hey,
For
y'all
what?
not giving this woman proper. You're not giving these women
But
proper credit.
I understand. Great. Get your okay. So get what
That's all I'm saying.
What that's gonna do?
I'm not knocking her.
What that's gonna do?
I'm torn. Man.
What that's gonna do though?
What you mean, what it's gonna do?
What is it gonna do?
It's going to show that there are actual black people that are out there doing the work, and instead of you creating a white savior narrative,
Well, she ain't
That-
white. Is she white?
As far as
Armenian.
I'm concerned, she white.
Whatever
yeah,
she is.
they
Here's
white
my-
to them.
So here's this is what I'm saying, right? What I'm saying is this. This is my argument. Kim Kardashian, it ain't like she came out on social media and said, hey, y'all, yeah, I'm doing all this for y'all. Y'all need to thank me for doing it. It's like she ain't do none of that. The media pushed her up and did that because they wanted probably a face to it. And whatever the reason that is, they did that. So now, y'all want her to come back out and say, wait a minute, y'all, I ain't do this They did it. I mean,
There you go.
that's what we want. Okay. I mean,
How hard is that?
hey man,
Because you see,
Did
how,
she never?
you
Has
see
she
how-
never done it?
You see how they slowly.
Has she never done it?
No, she ain't.
Not that we know of.
Came out.
Nigga, if
I
I was in
researched
jail unjustly, I wouldn't
I
give
wouldn't
a
care.
damn who got the credit, who did it.
If I was-
wouldn't,
But
nigga,
you-
let me tell you
me
something.
out of here.
You're not gonna care because
and-
guess
and-
what? You're not doing the footwork.
But-
This is their line of work. Your credit right now. If you see a joke out
That's what
there,
I'm saying,
if
though.
your material is being done on stage right now,
I'm talking about the inmates.
What I'm saying is this,
I see what
though.
you're saying.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
give
they
a
not
damn
gonna care. Of
about
course,
But-
they not gonna
but-
care.
but
But
this
these
is why-
women have a right to care, and these women have a right to say.
So we gotta praise
hey,
people.
Y'all need.
To me, I believe that's almost like said we praising.
Well,
Praising black.
Well, Kim Kardashian couldn't do none of this by herself. It's all kind of people
It's a
behind the
teamwork.
scenes.
So
but
we gotta-
she's
that's what I'm saying.
spearheading it. I mean.
So you saying these black women have no right to go out here?
No.
No. Wait, I'm
It's
about
their
to break
job.
what it sounds like. It's their job, so they shouldn't be out here fighting for the credit of their own work.
For what? If that's your job,
I don't even know if they fighting. It's the media.
It's the
other,
media.
it's
Y'all
other
fight
people
for it. They
fighting.
don't care.
No, I ain't heard them women say
them
nothing.
black folks,
Huh?
them black women.
Oh yeah,
ain't saying
them women
nothing.
spoke up. Yeah, they spoke
Where?
up. They spoke up. They had a blog about it.
Where did they speak
It's
up? I
online.
didn't
It's
see-
online. You
Were
ain't see
these
it because you
women-
ain't searching for it. Obviously, you
know
okay with
why?
Kim taking the credit.
No, I'm okay with
No,
these
you
folks
okay with
getting
that
out of
narrative.
jail. I could care less who's
Fuck
doing
Kim
it.
Kardashian. But,
I don't care who's
but
doing
I,
it.
I
You
don't care who's doing it.
No, I don't care who's doing it. Get these folks out of jail.
Get these folk out of jail, man.
I don't care who's
And I
doing
hate
it.
I hate them Kardashians. I don't
And
like them
and
motherfuckers.
I don't like.
Get that
I
motherfucker
This is
no-
what I don't like either. I'm gonna put it like that. I don't like people that got them. If these women came out and said, "Yeah, we doing it," so what the hell you doing it for? You doing it for the credit, or you doing it to get these people out? Because if I was doing it for Kim Kardashian, I could care less if you say my name. My purpose was to get these women out of here. I don't need credit from
I
nobody.
ain't saying that Chase shouldn't be uplifted, but I ain't
But
here
I
to,
don't care
I ain't
about
here to
it.
dog her out for not doing it because she ain't smart enough to do this shit by herself.
And I wouldn't care if she did
Somebody
or
got to
not.
be helping her. All I'm concerned with is people getting out of jail, and I hate that motherfucking chick.
I'm tired of-
and her what she stand for. I think she a horrible influence
Man.
on pop culture and small black girls, and she ain't even
Look.
black, and they uplift her. So I'm not defending her. I just on the side of the inmate. I don't give a
Look.
fuck who get me out.
I'm tired of people doing good stuff for credit. If you're gonna do what you do it because you're doing it for the cause.
You realize they wasn't saying anything
Y'all, the media did.
until the media pushed Kim
Right.
as she's freeing black people.
Listen what you said. The media did that.
Okay, then she did nothing to say, hey, it's not just me.
So the question is, could it have been done without Kim Kardashian?
You say what?
Could what she've done?
That's
all,
not-
no. Could it have been done
That
without
ain't the
her?
question.
That is the
This
question.
that ain't even.
That's what I want to know.
You hear what I'm saying, right?
Why you laughing?
What you?
Because he know exactly what the fuck you say. He said, what now? So he
Right,
gathered his
right,
thoughts.
so he gathered his thoughts.
He
No,
gathered-
What did I get your tongue tied?
No,
It's a simple question. Could
you
it been done?
literally.
I just asked, could it
I'm
been
not even
done
about to
without
debate with
Kim
you,
Kardashian?
but you want Kim to have all the credit.
I don't care who has the credit.
So you don't care if they just give her the credit.
I
You
don't care.
You don't. Okay, so that's good.
If
we
brought,
done.
let me say this.
We done.
If we brought them inmates in here right now, like he said,
It ain't got nothing to do with that. You on a whole different subject.
shoot.
You done changed a whole different topic.
So, hold on.
It's a simple
Whoa,
topic.
Whoa. Let's stop here.
You don't care if they
wait a minute.
push Kim as
Okay.
the person who did the work.
Let's talk
You don't
about
care.
This. No, I don't care.
All right, then topic
no,
done.
No,
We
ain't
go
no
to the
topic
next
done.
one.
For what?
We going to the next one.
Okay. No.
Bushwick Bill.
Fuck that, nigga. You can't.
Bushwick Bill has been
You
pronounced.
can introduce this, nigga, but we
as
about to
not-
go right back to what we just talked about. You can
as
introduce
not
all
being
you
the
want,
person
but I'm about to put a point on this.
that
Because
is
nigga,
not-
Martin Luther King. Nah,
Why
nigga.
are people
nah,
saying
this
Bushwick
nigga, this
Bill
nigga want to
is
keep
bad?
going down. What I'm saying is this.
You arguing
We
about,
talk about credit.
We fighting for
We
Kim
ain't
right
done-
now.
we
What I'm
ain't
talking
done
to
with
them.
the topic.
We talk to the people.
You fighting for Kim. I ain't fighting for Kim.
No, because what I'm saying is this.
I'm okay
We don't
with
say
her
that
doing the
about
work, but everybody needs to get their proper credit.
So I'm not gonna. You ain't gonna let me talk right now. That's what we doing now,
He ain't
nigga.
done with the
This
topic
nigga
yet.
still talking, niggas. All I'm saying is this. We don't say that about all the credit we give Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King done a lot for the community, but he could not do it by himself. I bet you, was a bunch of black lawyers, black women lawyers,
And
a
white
bunch of-
folks.
and white folks.
And white folks that help.
That help. What are the white folks that's helping Kim Kardashian out? Why they can't get announced too then? If we talking about credit, let's talk about credit for everybody.
Nigga, you fighting for this white woman. I'm done with the subject.
It ain't nothing to fight about.
I understand what it is.
It's a cause.
We secretly, low key, don't like the fact that a non-black is getting blacks out of prison.
Which is stupid.
I get it.
It ain't
I
that.
get it. I think
it's the fact that black
subconsciously
people
it is that.
are doing work
That's a stupid.
and they not getting their credit for it.
I
That's
get
So
it.
if y'all about to start
I
crediting
don't-
people for freeing black people, let's
You
credit
know- time
all
out.
those people that got
Do you know how silly that fight is? Do you know how stupid that fight is?
Well, I mean, like, okay, so you do know the civil rights wouldn't have been the civil right without white folks. You do know that, right?
This ain't the same thing.
It's the
But-
same exact
So,
thing.
but no,
It's
because
not
I've
the
heard a lot
same
of black
thing.
people don't want to give, non-blacks during the civil rights any credit,
It's the same
because they couldn't have done it.
That sound
they
like he
couldn't
said,
have done
she
it.
said. We not here to discuss.
They couldn't have
He
done it
said.
without
It's the
white
same
folks, man.
thing,
We're here to
nigga.
discuss
So say
what's
shouldn't get their
actually-
credit. And I don't like this bitch, so I'm not defending her.
I'm not
You
defending-
gotta understand.
But I'm
this
just
is,
saying.
I'm not.
This
I'm
is-
not
this is-
defending
this
her
is-
either.
This
but
is how it work. This is how it work, man. You gotta have a face to something sometimes for a cause. Mind you, just like with Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks wasn't the first person to not sit on the bus. Matter of fact, it was supposed to be somebody else. But you know why they didn't get her? Because she had a kid, she was dark skinned, and they said, you know what? Those are two main reasons why they're not gonna go for our cause. So what they do? They use Rosa Parks.
Lil Nas X.
Rosa Parks didn't come out and say,
Lil Nas X has the top number
We
one
ain't
country
through
song.
talking
He
about
must about to make a
this.
point.
No. Lil Nas X has the top country song right now, right? Billy Ray Cyrus was credited for the number one song in the country.
but
He-
Billy Ray Cyrus did. Billy Ray
Billy
Cyrus
Ray
got on
came
that
in to
album.
defend him because they were shining all the light on him and giving only him the credit for a song that somebody else had to do something with. So are you saying it was wrong for Lil Nas to say, hey, I too was on that song. I too
It's his
created
song.
that song.
No, wait.
But
You
they
forgot.
credited-
Billy Ray. It was a feature.
He was a feature, right?
It's the feature. It's
but
still
the
Lil Nas
Billboard,
X.
but the Billboard credited his song. They said,
I never seen that headline.
congratulations
so
to Billy Ray Cyrus for his number one country song.
I ain't never seen that headline.
I'll pull it up for you
I
right
ain't
now.
saying that's right.
Huh?
That's not right.
I never seen the headline.
Same thing with the Kim Kardashian. They credited
But you
her
can't make up a
all the credit.
You can't make up a headline that is not. I never seen a headline. Well,
You never seen the headline?
I ain't
Kim
never seen
Kardashian freeze.
No, I've never seen a headline by Lil Nas X.
Oh yeah, I got the head. Don't worry
You
about.
gotta
I'm
show me
about
that
to pull up the picture
because
right now.
you can't do that.
It ain't the
Yeah.
same thing.
It's the same. It's the
It
same
ain't the
thing.
same
They
thing.
credited a white man for this black boy song. They credited Kim for her freeing those people.
You got to because she did.
But the people who
She
was
ain't-
behind the
but
scenes doing it
she's-
wouldn't have done it without
Without Kim
her. Without
Kardashian.
her.
That's all I'm saying. It's not done without the face.
And
without-
again, I'm not defending this funky bitch.
And Billy Ray Cyrus wouldn't have done that song without Lil Nas.
what?
So he's getting the credit. Everybody's
you
getting the
talking
credit
about?
for their
Taking
work.
people out of prison ain't got nothing to do.
No,
with
no,
that
no,
little
no. You,
funk-ass
if
song.
you treat, no, it's the same. It's the same thing. You want everybody to be credited, right? You say it was wrong for only Billy Ray Cyrus to get the credit for that song, right?
You said
But
that.
Billy Ray.
Is it
I ain't
wrong
never
for
said
Billy
that.
Ray Cyrus to get the credit?
If he jumped on the song, give him credit. On my way home from the gig, wanted to say thank you, Lil Nas X. Congratulations, Billy Ray Cyrus, number one. I would not have this sign without Lil Nas. Okay.
So he came out and said, "Hey, I would not have this song without him."
I need to see where this headline coming from, too. Do you know how people be putting
That's
stuff up?
Billboard. That ain't no
Billboard, how
meme
you
made
doing?
up. That's Billboard
Right,
crediting
Bill Ray,
him.
number
That's
one.
But Billboard did
Okay.
that. He didn't.
He
didn't do that.
That-
But
time
you
out.
see-
Billboard didn't come up with that sign. So you telling me you're gonna take this flyer and say that's the headline?
That's not a flyer. That's
Dude,
Billboard put that out
Billboard
there.
did not
They
put
just
that out there.
They put that out there together.
They did not put that out there. Just because it got Billboard 100 don't say that Billboard put that out there.
Nigga, they put
I
that
can't
on the
believe you
country
used
station.
this.
They put that on the country station.
Billboard
They said
did
it on
not
the country
do
sta-
this.
They said that on the
I
country
can't see
station.
that's how stuff gets jacked
No,
up.
no, 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 no.
You gonna
That
use
ain't just
this
a
flyer.
flyer. That ain't even a flyer.
I can't believe you did that, bro. I can't believe you tried to use that just because it got Billboard 100. Somebody,
No,
you could have made that.
He shoots and he misses.
Somebody personally could have made that flyer and said, "Congratulations, Billy Ray Cyrus."
Man, that's the Billboard did that.
Billboard.
Go look it up. Yeah, we Google it right now. We Google it
You're
right
not
now.
gonna win that one, bro. You ain't gonna
I'm not here to win nothing.
This son,
Hey, I told you I was done with the Kim
But
Kardashian
it's
thing.
different. It's different though.
But yeah, I'm done with the topic. Y'all
Billy
can
Ray
have that.
Cyrus
done
did-
with it?
Y'all
Billy
say
Ray
nobody
Cyrus
should-
didn't try to do that though. He said it.
Exactly. Kim ain't trying to do that, but he came out and defended Lil Nas for that. He said, I wouldn't have this sign. I wouldn't even have this song
Who don't
without Lil
know?
Nas. So
That
why
Kim
is
did-
Kim?
that's what I'm
so
saying.
But you're saying
who
she
said
shouldn't
it?
have to come out and defend him. You saying it don't matter who frees him, right?
It don't. It's a fight that we shouldn't
So
be
if
caring about.
she's the only one getting credit, that's okay.
I don't
But
care.
who
You
don't
free
care.
the freaking people.
That's different from a
Yeah,
funk
yeah.
ass song.
No. But it's the same.
It's
if somebody
different.
else is being credited for your work, come on, man.
That's
Look,
like that's.
I'm done with it.
Let
I'm
me
done
tell you
with it.
something.
Y'all actually believe she has the credit?
If
Have
I was-
credit?
if I was
know
the
what I
lawyer-
believe. It ain't gonna change
If
my
I was
mind.
the lawyer for whatever they doing, and you're paying me to do a job, I don't care about the credit. You're paying me to do the job. Kim Kardashian, I'm pretty sure, is paying these black women to carry out what they are hired to do.
They was doing the work before she came along,
Okay.
But there
Did
was
anything
who they were
happen?
getting out.
and then the money.
Who they were
went
getting out. What a list of people they were getting out.
The same people that they getting out now. The same people that's free now.
What the fuck are you talking about?
This man making up
he
headlines.
making up shit.
He's
He
making
bagged
stuff
in the
up.
corner. He bagged in the corner. Hey, who would they get out? What a list of people.
And if they were, it wasn't getting recognized without Kim Kardashian. All I'm saying is we got to stop. This is our issue. This is the issue. That's why we having freaking doggone Central Park 5.
You still talking about this?
No,
is
it goes back
you
to
want
why
her
we-
to be. You okay with her
See,
being
you-
credited? So just say
No,
that.
this is why we had a Central Park 5 because black folks put our energy in the wrong thing.
That
we
ain't,
sit up-
that ain't it.
That
That's
is.
that's a whole nother
Because I
different
seen the
category.
I
That's
seen the
a
headline.
whole nother
I
discussion.
seen the memes.
That's a whole
I
nother
seen all the
topic.
energy. You know what? When I
Nigga,
saw
that's the social media. Social media is a monster of its own.
You just
That
took
doesn't-
social media.
Social media
Talk
doesn't
about-
represent.
What are you getting this Billy Ray Cyrus from?
Wait. That's the media all together. You talking about a whole nother thing.
Nigga, you get your whole news from social. Most of your videos is from
No,
social media.
this on Google too. This ain't just social media.
All I'm saying is, man,
I ain't about to try
I
to
don't-
defend that girl, man.
I ain't
don't
trying
give
to
a fuck about her, man.
when I saw the headlines of her meeting and getting folks out of jail, especially my black people, I could care less how she doing it. I don't care who did it.
I
Thank
bash
you.
her all the time. I think her family's trash. I think Kanye's an idiot for being with him, but I can't bring myself to shit on her because there's an inmate that's free.
That's crazy that you would even say is shitting on her just to give black women credit for the work that they doing.
No.
You saying you're not even gonna bring yourself to shit.
I'm not
So
saying that.
we not even
I'm
shitting
not
on her
saying-
by saying that they
I'm
should
not
get,
saying
so why,
that I don't want the black women to
say,
have no credit.
Give them
I'm just saying that I'm torn. That's what I said in the beginning because somebody black is free, and I put myself in their shoes. I wouldn't give a fuck if a pink
But
fucking
this-
pig with
but this
polka
ain't-
dot
this
socks.
You
ain't
know what
about
that
me.
credit was when she wrote
give
that
a-
check
I
to
don't
get
hear
it
that
done.
shit.
This
If I
ain't
was the
about-
inmate, I don't hear that shit you talking about.
And when she
I
wrote
don't hear
that, it's like this is what I'm saying. It's like
Toronto Raptors is tearing through
I
Golden
don't
State
know
Warriors.
why you keep trying to move when these people need to hear.
No,
what we
you
got to
keep
say.
trying to. You want to be right.
Well,
Your
I'm not
whole
talking to-
argument
well,
is
I'm not
about
talking
being
to you
right.
no more. Then I'm talking to
I'm
the people.
done. Talk to them.
Well, then
I'm-
quit
hey,
talking.
I'm done.
I'm talking to the people.
Hey, what y'all
Talk to
think, man?
I'm
What y'all
talking to
think
the
about
people.
Kim Kardashian, man? Should
We can care less.
she get a credit, or should she
For what?
fall back and just give the black women the credit, or should we just be happy that
know.
the black men are free? Or
Oh, the
what,
black
what do
women,
y'all
black-
think, man? You
Just
know what I'm
be
saying?
happy being
Go in the
done.
comments, man, and speak your mind.
God, dog, it's getting done, man.
Somebody will respond, and probably be these two, but if somebody will respond.
It just bothers me to get credit for doing your job. That's almost like, that's their job. They're lawyers, great. You went to school, got your law degree, and you're trying to fight for it. But if you're a lawyer and this is what you do for a living, great, you're a black person. Okay, good. Do we got to, thank you. Especially if you're getting paid to do it. You know, what bothers me about credit sometimes? Like, even when they get a black man, they're like, oh, man, glad you and your child's life.
Yeah, I want to hear that
That's your
shit.
job.
That's your job, bruh. I hate that shit. I take care of all my kids.
You're supposed to.
You're supposed to. When I used to get A's and B's in school when I was young, and I used to look at my dad and be like, hey, can I get some kind of money or $20 or something? He would look at me like, I ain't give you shit. That's what you're supposed to. You're supposed to get good grades.
We supposed to do good by
You know what I'm
people.
saying?
We supposed to do good by people. If you got to complain about Kim Kardashian, put your money up then. Where your money at? Since you complaining.
And I can't say it enough. I don't like the bitch.
Put your money up.
all.
Where your money? Did you support the black women to go hire them to get these folks?
Whoa.
No, you complained about Kim Kardashian.
I didn't complain about nothing. I complained.
Up.
My argument is they should get the credit. That's simple.
Niggas, man.
It's that
Fighting
simple.
about some credit, nigga.
If they gonna give this woman all this credit, don't make it seem like she the only one that's doing this. She ain't the only one that's doing it.
Kim, I don't care if she was though. We know, but see, this is the thing.
Fight for your white
Smart.
woman.
No.
Fight for that Nubian
Because-
queen.
Nobody
because-
fight for that
Fight for your
bitch.
snow bunny.
Intelligent
Fight for
people,
that bitch.
Right.
Gotta give a hell.
people that know
Give a
know
damn
that
about her.
we know for a fact this woman ain't doing it by herself.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, we could care less because people are being free. I could care less. I could care less who helped Martin Luther King. He's the face of civil rights movement. But we all know there was other people that helped him. Did he go around and thanking every single lawyer? You know, it was two black lawyers that helped me do this, or two pastors that helped. He didn't have time to do all that. We got things to do, man. If I'm a doggone, here's the thing about that. If Kim Kardashian give them 2 credits, then that means she got to give credit to everybody that's on the team. That's a smart move for her not saying anything. I applaud her because if I got to give them credit, I got to give them credit. Then I got to give them credit, I got to give them credit. Then if I got to give them credit, I got to give them credit. Then we're going to be giving credit to everybody. You know how long it's going to take to give credit for the movement that they got going on? You know how many people that's a part of their team?
You know how much good Akon do, and I couldn't tell you fucking who helped him.
He ain't gave nobody no
He
credit.
don't go around doing that. Just do the shit.
Who he did? Oh, let's talk. No, that's another. He just got all these lights in
You know
Africa.
damn well it's a hunt team of hundreds.
So why we ain't mad about that?
So-
Wellington, tell me why you not mad about Akon
Look, I'm
team?
done with the topic.
Oh, now you really done. Because it's a black man?
Y'all fight.
Oh, no, Wellington answer.
Y'all-
Akon is doing great things.
Y'all
Why
fight-
you ain't mad about the
You
2 black
fighting hard
women?
to be right, brother.
This nigga
You
not.
fighting
Back
hard
on
to
out,
be
nigga.
right.
Hey, just let it go. Just let it go, cause you
now he in the back.
was about to get on a rant.
Yeah.
And then we ain't agree with you.
This nigga shut up. We finally know how to set this. We know this nigga back down now. I ain't gonna fight. You on. That's what this nigga do when he do stuff. Wellington had to go to another topic. I mean, that's it, man. All right,
They can keep on this
man.
topic.
I'm ready.
They can both keep
But
on the topic.
I asked this
and defend,
dude,
and defend.
where the
Well,
people that-
Marvin has stated he does not defend
Akon.
her.
Where's
This nigga talking about
A?
Akon? Why
where's
even
it-
stop at Akon? Why not talk about Michael Jackson? Why not go into?
Then we're gonna have to
There's
talk
a-
about everybody
there's
that
a
got to
machine.
serve,
There
give
you
people
go.
credit.
There's a
There you go.
machine for everything. There's people behind the
People
scenes
behind the
for
scenes for
everything.
everything.
First of all, you don't even care what we talking about. Why are you even in it? You don't care.
Cause
You just said
man,
you
this
care
is
about
great.
them. You don't
I
care.
wanna be free,
So
that's
why are
all.
you exactly?
We want them to
so
be
now,
free,
what
man.
what is your concern? What are you over here fighting
Hey
for?
man, I'm fighting for the fact that black folks fight the wrong battle. That's a
they
battle
should
that
not.
shouldn't
They
be.
should not. They should
shouldn't
not
even
care if Kim
Shouldn't
is the
care.
face of freeing black men.
Why? Okay, where's Akon?
I asked a
They
simple
don't-
question.
But see,
they should
shouldn't
not care.
You goddamn right.
They
I don't
should-
give a damn who freed my black. If they could get them out, I tell you this. Let your son be.
Wait.
Whoa,
It's
let
a
me
simple
finish,
question.
let me
You ain't
finish.
even
Why
answering
I'm
the
about to
is
question.
ask you a
face?
question.
Why are you asking
I
questions?
don't care who's the face.
question.
Here's my thing.
So if you don't want to answer the question,
Why is she the face?
Move
Give me
on,
your,
brother.
give me your question again.
Why is she the
I'm gonna
face?
tell you how easy it is to answer your question.
I'm not about to-
No, ask your question again.
Hey, I'm happy these brothers.
Can you?
are
No,
free.
ask your question again.
Thank you,
You
Black
ain't gonna ask
Queens.
his questions now.
Thank you,
Why
Black
is she
Queens,
the
for
face?
freeing these
Why-
brothers.
It don't
We
matter.
appreciate y'all.
Here's a. Go
Thank
ahead,
you.
Marvin.
Somebody
Thank
else
you,
needs
Kim.
to
Marvin got a point.
Thanks, Kim, for helping
You
them
gonna let
as
Marvin
well.
talk?
Boom.
Are you gonna let
Somebody
this
else
All
somebody
right.
else need to get their weight up, and go. Some black activists, some black stars need
Nobody
to get
did
their weight
it.
up. But see, the thing of it is, it was a publicity stunt with Trump because she had a relationship with Trump, and he want to feel like he being worshipped, so she went up there. Fucking who's comparable to her on our side of the fence? Quincy Jones could have went up there to Trump.
Everybody
And done that. She did it. Men are free. I'm happy they free. Fuck her. You know what I'm saying? But it's whatever, man.
I'm not gonna not good because she's the face of freeing black men.
Nobody's knocking good.
The face of freeing black niggas.
So
how
you-
we sound?
So that ain't us that put it.
If
out there.
they
So what you talking about?
if they make her that, that's our fault. Where our
don't-
people?
we don't
Where
control
our
the media.
people to do that? We got
Whoa,
money.
whoa, whoa.
We got billionaires.
That's what I'm saying.
We got
you
the
know,
people.
So you're saying no black person is out there freeing other black people?
I said if they
They
make
not-
her
they
the
not
face,
out- they not-
it's
they
our
not
it's
out
our fault. Where are our
So
stars?
now
Where
now it's our fault.
if they make her the face of freeing black people, it's our motherfucking fault.
Wow.
Because we got people to do it. Step up and do it. Where the Puffies at? Where the fucking Bob Johnsons at? Where they at? Get up there and fucking do it.
They wasn't doing no
You-
free.
You know they doing it, right?
Where that? Show me. Google it.
if they all wild,
No. Google it.
I ain't gotta Google.
Yeah,
You
because
can
they ain't
Google
doing it. Because they ain't
Oh,
doing
they
it.
doing it.
They ain't doing
So
it.
ain't nobody doing it.
Give me
just
one
'cause it ain't
example.
out there.
Give me one example.
we ain't saying nobody. We talking about people that's on the
You
same
know Jay
caliber.
Prince. You know Jay Prince hires felons. You know Jay Prince works on. Wait, you know wait.
felons?
You know Jay Prince actually works on getting black people out of jail, and then he hires them. So not only does he get black people out of jail, Jay Prince hires them.
Where the press conference? Where the people at? Where the people lining up?
Conference. Because he ain't in it for the press.
Where the people? Give it a name. Give it a name. Give it a name.
Talk about. Wait a minute. He ain't in it for the press.
He ain't in it
So
for the
why is
press.
those two black people got to be in the press?
Boom.
Why you want the two black people? The two
Because
black queens?
because all the credit of their work is going to one person.
Man, please, man.
You think
Y'all
so?
tripping.
But hey, you said it yourself.
Hey, man.
You are not happy that they are fighting for credit on their own work.
They not fighting. I don't see them girls, women fighting
Yeah,
like that.
they wrote.
I
You,
ain't
you're not
say-
gonna
You
see it
still
'cause
ain't
you
show
ain't
me.
looking
I
for
ain't
it.
say I wasn't
Ain't none of
happy.
y'all fighting for it.
I ain't
'cause
You
you ain't
ain't
looking for
I
it.
ain't say I
gonna
wasn't
show you
happy.
everything, boy.
I
You
ain't
better-
say that
you
wasn't
better
happy.
Get up on your Google.
I wasn't say I wasn't happy that they getting their credit. I ain't say that.
No, I didn't say
I'm
you,
just
you
all,
didn't say that.
all I'm saying is I don't care. Listen,
We
if
know you didn't say that
if my-
50 times. You don't
because
care
I
who
need to
doing
make it clear. If my son or your son was in jail right now and Kim Kardashian
Ain't
came
got
to your
nothing to do
house,
with it.
why they got nothing to do with it? If Kim
Ain't got
Kardashian,
nothing to
because
do
you
with
know
it.
why?
You just said you don't
You know
care,
why y'all don't?
so
Because
why-
y'all don't. You know why?
You said you don't
You know
care,
why
so
y'all don't?
we got a whole
You know
nother
why
topic.
this is important? This is so important to y'all because y'all don't.
To who?
You and whoever else.
I
that think-
simply asked the question,
whoever else
and you telling me
that's
they
think it's
shouldn't
an
care.
issue for Kim Kardashian to be the face. Let me tell you something. If my child was in jail, and I'm gonna get this out, we'll be done with it. If my child was in jail, if your son was in jail, and Kim Kardashian came to your house without two black women and got your son off, do you give a damn who did it?
No.
My son was facing life. I don't give a damn who got him. I don't care.
Oh,
if
I
it's-
care.
I don't care if it's true.
I
will-
because I want
will-
to say thank you to everybody.
I
I
will
want to say thank you
proclaim
to everybody,
to the
all the
highest
parties
mountaintop.
involved.
Listen,
I will proclaim on the highest mountaintop that filthy whore got my son.
I got a question for you. How much as you hate Trump?
Uh-huh.
If Trump got your son out of prison, life
I'll be
sentence,
happy he was out. I still wouldn't fuck with Trump.
but you won't be like, nah, he don't get no credit for the black women. Nah, he don't give a damn.
Black
and
folk-
I know he don't like Trump.
Black folks do chase ambulances too much.
I heard that.
Like this is a fight that we did not have.
we do look for fires. We
I
look for.
heard that.
We
I heard that.
looking for a reason to say, oh, that ain't right.
It's 100 more things that we could be
That ain't right.
I heard that.
fighting for.
We done posted about it. I don't even give my energy to stories like that. I don't even do a post. Oh,
Cause see,
credit to I seen them in.
But see, the thing of it is, if I put something online that's thought provoking, it make me look like a star. It'll generate shit. So shit that years ago wouldn't even raise an eyebrow. Those folks throw it online so that we can argue about it like we doing right now.
Hey, I'm done.
I mean, it's good
I
for content,
stopped.
but it's dumb.
See, it's on you guys.
All right, man. We done with that, man. Shout out to Kim Kardashian.
Shout out to the people that helped her. What you call them? Because I don't know their name. Miss
man.
such and such.
And then they need to, you know what? Then they need to thank their team too.
If y'all don't know their name,
We're going to be thanking
we're
everybody.
gonna look them up
Look
right
them up.
now.
Look them up. Well,
So we
you
can
can look
give
that
them
up. You
proper-
sure ain't look up the other
proper
stuff we
credit.
actually look up.
Yeah, proper credit. So you don't want me to look up the queen's name?
No, look up the queens.
You don't want me to look up the queen's name?
Look up the queens.
He don't want me to be upset that they're giving all the credit to Kim
should
and
be
not the
upset.
queens that are behind it.
No,
And you don't
be
want me to
upset.
No,
look
you-
up the queen's
you have-
names
you have
so we can
regained
give them
your
proper
use of Google?
credit.
You have regained your knowledge of the Google.
He going to Google that.
He Google what he want to Google.
Please give these women the name. Now, give these folks
Yeah.
the women name on our platform. Let's give them credit for doing good.
Yes. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah.
You can't even find them. You know what? If you was so talking about, If you was so much,
He would know that.
you would know their name. You don't give a damn.
No, I actually had their name. I just can't find it right now.
Mm-hmm.
You actually have. No, they'll come off
No,
your
I
head.
had, no. I had
No, give me their name right now.
Yeah.
No, give me their name right now. No, not right now. No. Nigga, you don't know their name.
You don't know that.
You
So
fight-
you did all that.
fight-
Tell me, you did all that
you fighting
argument.
hard
No, because you did all
to
that.
not give these women credit. You,
Wait a minute. No,
you
no.
are- you are
You
taking-
fight hard to
you're
give them
taking
credit.
from my energy that I can use to
Relative.
find these women.
You gave all this energy to
I'm
give
trying
them
to
credit,
find
and you
these
don't even
women.
know their damn name.
You're looking for something to make me look bad.
Don't ever tell me. I'm not doing that much fighting with you no more.
You're looking for something to make me look
Nigga,
bad.
if for some, and hey, you made yourself look bad. You did all this to give these black women credit, and you don't know their name off the top of your head.
Why are you constantly trying to distract me, brother?
You gotta know their name.
Why are you trying to
Nigga,
distract
next
me?
time you had this fight, make sure you know their name.
You was quite passionate.
Too passionate about it.
And
To
you
give
don't.
this white queen, my white princess. What you call her? My white princess? And you don't even know your black queen's name? At least I know my white princess name. Her name Kim Kardashian.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
What's your black queen's name? It's taking a long time to Google them. You should have had their
You
name
don't,
by
you
now.
don't even have an idea. Put the first couple of letters on there.
What is it? Game time, man. Get out of here. What we talking about, man? Hey, we got to go to the next topic, man. What's the next topic? What we talking about, them Toronto Raptors? Because I want to conclude this. So I want you to get the name so we can go ahead before we go to the Toronto Raptors. I hate to come
We
back.
can wait on them. We can wait on them.
Yeah, let's wait on your queens,
no,
man.
Hey, go.
No, let's wait on your black queens,
We're
man.
gonna
Wait on the queens.
We're gonna
Maybe-
use that to interject.
maybe-
Waiting on the queens.
No.
Maybe that's our issue with our black women, man. We don't.
We don't know
You
the
know,
name. We don't
Now
know the
it's
name.
issues with black.
I mean, obviously
It's
you don't
almost
know your
like
black
you use
queens.
this platform
Nah.
to dog
Hey.
black women.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
you don't know your queen's name.
Find the queen's names.
God, dog, black
Find
queen.
your queen's name, man.
You don't know your queen's name. Come on, Game of Thrones.
Y'all still talking.
We waiting on you.
You know what's crazy? Y'all could be helping me, but instead,
No.
But
we
instead,
asked you to use Google. You ain't know how to
you
use
would
Google
rather
at first.
see someone fall and lay there flat on their face than actually help them out. This is what's wrong with the community right now. The brothers would rather.
You don't even have an idea of what the lady's name is.
Oh my God.
Because you know at Google you can start the name. Just put it there. Who helped Kim
Who
Kardashian?
else could go there? The
Google
two black
that.
women. Help them out, man.
Man, I'm not doing.
No, I got it. I know you're not.
I'm not gonna do
You're
nothing.
not trying to get these
I
black
wants
women
to see
credit.
him tread water.
Yeah. That's all right.
I
We
like
got to
how he
come
dog paddling right now. Do the
Oh,
subject.
I never seen
Now-
you like this, Wellington.
Now he researching. He get the pen. he read.
Lawyers Brittany K. Barnett.
There he is. Hey.
Could
Queen
y'all quiet
Brittany.
down so we can give these women some proper due respect? Oh, we're trying to overcloud these women. Let these women get their proper respects.
Go ahead, on sir.
Wow.
Go ahead, on sir.
Ashamed of yourself.
Queen Brittany.
Hey, you gonna quiet down so they can get their respect? Because you was mighty vocal
Yes,
for
sir.
Kim.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead on, man. Queen Brittany. What's the other one name?
All right. All right. Lawyers Brittany K. Barnett
Brittany K.
Shout out to Brittany, man.
and my angel Cody
Your angel now. You know her
My
name?
angel.
were responsible for the legwork.
Oh, that's her name, my angel.
Responsible for the legwork that resulted in 17 inmates being freed from draconian sentences. Three-pronged approach of a litigation,
Dope.
legislation, humanization.
Awesome.
Barnett's Buried Alive projects seek commuting sentences and releases for inmates serving life without parole.
Dope.
Sentences handed down under federal drug law.
Dope. And I'm pretty sure when they
West supports the organization financially, while Barnett and Cody represent incarcerated
Dope.
offenders and conduct the legislative work necessary to reunite the inmates with their families.
awesome.
Awesome.
Can we get a hand clap for the sisters who helped free these brothers? Thank you. We appreciate all that y'all do, Queens. Thank you.
Much love, Queens.
Much love, Queen.
Thank you.
Hopefully he know y'all name next time.
You know your names the first time we asked.
Are you still bringing something up to take away from the good that these women have accomplished? You can't allow your mocking the situation or the circumstance
Hey, man.
to overshadow what these women is doing. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That it's in you to do that. Your first instinct was to mock this whole
Shout out, man.
circumstance.
Queens, man.
Shout out to the Queen.
Wow.
Man. All right, man.
I pray you keep this footage in there so that these people can see these women getting their proper due respect.
You have the respect of the unmanageable Negroes.
I have the respect, man. 'Cause, boy.
Keep doing what you do. God
Thank
bless.
Yeah, man.
May you
check.
fight as hard for these
Before we-
queens to get their proper credit as you did for Kim.
I'm trying to check Toronto Raptors to see who won, and we can close out. 'Cause I need to hope if they won the championship. I'm guessing they didn't. Did they win yet? I'm pretty sure Golden State probably won.
What they got? One more game?
Just Google that, John. I mean, it was supposed to be. It could have been the last game.
That's crazy how you're able to find the Toronto Raptors,
Well, you
but
couldn't
you
find-
weren't able. But you weren't helping to find
Warriors
Brittany.
Well, oh no, it's third quarter.
Oh, third quarter. Oh, okay.
78-84. Okay.
Yeah. We can finish this, go upstairs and watch the rest of it.
Yeah. So it's 78-84. Dang, it's still. They must win the overtime or something.
Yeah. Let's get it. Let's get on out of here then.
What is it? Okay, in the third quarter,
Get on out of here.
I'm going for Toronto. Who y'all going for, man?
Toronto going for the Toronto Raptors.
I'm kind of leaning toward the Warriors, man. You know,
I
ain't
can't
gonna
stand
lie.
them.
I'm gonna lie.
I don't.
Did Durant come back?
He was supposed to play this game.
Okay, well, yeah, let's
Like
finish
right
out.
now, we in the middle. It's going on right now, so we're gonna try to.
Let's close it out.
We're gonna close out. Hey man, Toronto Raptors. I hope y'all win, man. We was gonna get deeper into it, but we got.
Go watch the game.
We about to watch this game, y'all.
Toronto Raptors. I hope y'all win.
Let's go, Drake.
Thank you, Brittany
six.
K. Barnett and my angel.
He had to read
Still gotta read their name?
Read it again. Yeah.
Still gotta read their name.
Hey man, Unmanageable
Unmanageable
Negroes,
Negroes, we
man.
out here,
Comedian
man.
Marvin Hunter. Make sure y'all subscribe on YouTube, man. Appreciate all y'all support.
All right, y'all.